timber dipping. What's going on, Brooks of Clearwater Crappie? We're on Lake Oconee, Georgia. We're gonna be doing some timber dipping. I'm gonna give y'all a good idea of what we're gonna be fishing on. That right there, it's kind of foggy morning out here. It's kind of cool this morning, but this is nothing but timber all out here. These crappie are holding real tight to this timber. Got AJ. We're gonna be doing a little live scope today. We'll show you some shots of that, what fish look like on that, and we're specifically targeting bigger fish. This is known for a dock shooting lake. We've been finding the smaller fish on the docks, so let's get to dipping. Here we go. Not a bad fish start day. I lost one right off that tree. We're gonna show more of the graph later. We're just kind of getting out here. It's kind of hard to do in this fog. He's probably right at a pound. I think AJ just missed one. Not a bad one. Got to turn the camera on for that one. It's another good one. Beat up laying in that timber. That's a hammer. All right, so we're gonna talk about a little about what we're doing while we got him on the line. I'll show you the graph. All we're doing, there's no specific trees that they're sticking to. I mean, you can actually see them move off the tree. You'll spook them with the trolling motor. So what we try to do is get as far away as possible once we see them on the live scope, and then cast to them. That's probably a pound, 1.4. We're gonna weigh them here in a little bit when we let them go. But we'll spook them with a trolling motor and they'll swim off. And if you're scared to take your equipment into trees and get stuck on stumps with your trolling motor in your boat, this ain't for you. But you catch some really good fish doing it. Damn. This is painstaking, but you can do it. I'm right now. There we go. Here we go. Before I turn the camera on, I said I'm about to get one. The way they were sitting, they're not running. Not a bad little fish. We're gonna let him go. We ain't gonna weigh him. All right, we're gonna show you what we're actually looking at here on the live scope screen. That's a tree right there. There's the crappie. So we turn it, they go away. You point them to it like a flashlight beam. There they are. Them are actually good fish. We're gonna see if AJ can't catch one right here. Here you go, you're right in him, AJ. His jig just dropped in him.
I got bit, that's what happened.
But that's what we're looking for right there. All we're doing is we're scanning these trees. There's a tree right there, ain't got nothing on it. Go to the next branch off that tree and they light up. And that's what we're doing. That's the ones I showed y'all on how we're seeing them. That one came from that one. Another good fish. All these fish are over a pound that I'm putting in the live well. I'm gonna weigh them at the end of the day. It's a pretty good one. Ooh. All right, so we've been here since Saturday afternoon, and it is now Monday. And we've been fishing for these things in timber and docks, and we've been going with the timber obviously because of the size. We won't catch as many, but the size is there. I'll show you what we're using. Using a 1/16 ounce chartreuse head, lead head with a sickle hook with a slider baby bass. You can get that at any Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, any of your stores. That slider is one of the more popular crappie baits for trolling. But we've tried everything. We've tried gulp, we tried hair jigs. They just, I don't know, something about this bait right here, they are absolutely crushing. And the water's not clear. It's got a stain to it. We actually fished muddy water too, only caught 2 or 3 on that timber. But we're just riding around this timber now, just pitching this jig out and letting it slow fall at them. And when it hits their face, we stop it. We just hold it and barely move it. And you can see the fish swim up to it, look at it, and then they'll thump it. I'm using a 7-foot Southern Crappie rod, 6-pound strand line. It's my favorite. It's personal preference. That's what I go with. I like the clear line. We're gonna get out here on some of these trees. I mean, this is acres and acres and acres full of trees. And we just sort through all the trees until we find the crappie. Show them what you're doing with that sinker in here.
Swank. This, I just try something different. I know other people does it, whatever. I got just a normal hair jig, stump hunter jig, and I just, I got about a foot, put a little split shot with another little lead head on it, and it really just to get it down there quicker. We learned that like they really like it. It's hard to cast to these things because the little branches out from these trees, so if we kind of can get it straight down on them, and I just got the heavier weight, just get it down there quicker, just see what it do, and it worked out the first cast. So see how it's gonna go.
Same tree AJ just caught that one off of. Well, he might have got attacked by a gar. That's another, about a 0.9 fish. These are good healthy fish in this lake. Oh my goodness. They are stacked on that tree. Now this tree isn't above the water. It's just below the water, and it's right here in front of our boat. 15 foot out. I can turn that little handle he's got rigged up, and then fish just light up right there. See all the individual dots? And we're letting it drop straight against the trunk of that tree and stopping it right on their head. We're gonna see if we can get another one out there. $136. That's a good one. 31. And what they're doing, how they're acting on these stumps, is you'll catch 3 or 4, and they'll scatter. It's like they kind of know something's up. Sometimes the troll motor scares them. Sometimes it's you catching them scares them. But you gotta be real sneaky with them. The last 2 days we've dealt with a lot of high wind, and the water is slapping the boat, and it'll just run. But we're out here in these timber fields still. Wearing them out. Here we go. Not a bad little fish. You see yours? Oh God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Barn doors. All right, so we're coming up on a tree right now. It's not visible, it's underwater. So you have your tree, a limb, and there's your glob of fish in there. You can see one kind of swimming out from it, but these fish are sticking real tight, and there's actually some bait gonna come in I'm gonna have to compete with right here. There's a glob of fish right there. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pitch that tree, let it fall on that fork, and pull one out of there. See if we can't snag one. I'm right on top of their head right now. There we go. There we go. So we showed y'all them on the screen right there, and the way I've been acting right now, I can actually see them on the screen. You catch one, every single one's leaving right now. They're just real skittish in this clear water. That's basically how it's done, and they're choking it right now. Lime chartreuse head, Charlie Brewer, baby bass slider. All right, so I got a little group right here. I'm gonna try to pull out of here. Ah, it came off. Boom. About a pound fish out of that one. Whew. Here we go. We spotted them. There's only 3 or 4 fish on that tree. Hung one. Get it out. Ah, cameraman's also my tool, man. There we go. Not a bad little fish. Just spotting them on that Livescope. He might be at a pound. We're gonna call him a good one. Oh yeah. You gotta play with them a couple times to catch them. Look like they're gonna stay here this time. They get beat up in that timber, chasing bait and shad and running from gar and stuff. It's a good one. Let him go. All right, day 2 of timber dipping. We did pretty good yesterday. We're gonna try to match it this morning and finish up the video. Second tree. They're still real skittish. We're having to cast to them so they get right on top of them. He was just fighting hard. Mine's bigger. getting somewhere. Oh God, can't get him. I think we need to fish right here. Little dots. They're everywhere right there. The screen that I just showed you where all them crappie were, that's them. Level 2 doubled up on some mondos. That's what timber can do for you. Quick. Barn doors. Are you struggling?
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's it. We're getting rained on. Caught some big ones today. We're gonna head back to South Carolina. This is type fishing, catching timber. All these stumps behind me, I mean, several of them have fish on it. We're gonna let these guys go. Our 7 best fish weighed over 11 pounds, so it was a great couple of days fishing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, email, clearwatercrappie@gmail.com. We head back to South Carolina. I enjoyed Lake Oconee. It's a beautiful lake. Thanks, guys.